Pisces, something shocking is about to be revealed, and this person who hurt you is about to lose everything. But first, let me tell you what I just pulled from the cards, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my goodness, Pisces, the energy around you right now is electric. And I can barely contain myself because what I am seeing in these cards is going to change your entire perspective on this situation. Everyone thinks that when someone betrays you, you should just move on and forget about it. But actually, the universe has a very different plan, and it involves justice on a level that will leave you speechless. I just pulled the Tower card in Pisces. This is not just any regular Tower moment. This is a complete and total destruction of everything this person has built on lies and deception. The Tower is showing me that their entire foundation, their reputation, their carefully constructed image is about to come crashing down in the most public and humiliating way possible. But wait, there is more. The energy I am picking up is showing me that you are the catalyst for this cosmic justice, not through any action you take, but through your pure, authentic energy that exposes their false mask just by existing. The Tower here represents the shocking revelation that is coming. And Pisces, when I tell you this is huge, I mean this is going to rock their world to its very core. The shame they have been hiding, the secret they thought would never see the light of day, it is all coming out now. And I am seeing this happening within the next few weeks. The energy is building and building, and it cannot be contained any longer. This person has been living a double life, presenting one face to the world while hiding their true manipulative nature. But the Tower energy says no more. What makes this even more powerful is that this exposure is not coming from gossip or drama, it is coming from divine intervention. The universe itself is pulling back the curtain on their deception. I am seeing that other people in their life, people they thought they could trust, are going to be the ones who reveal the truth. Their own inner circle is going to turn against them because the truth cannot be suppressed any longer. Pisces, I need you to understand something very important here. This Tower moment for them is not random. It is karmic justice for how they treated your beautiful, sensitive heart. You have been questioning yourself, wondering if maybe you were too harsh or if you should give them another chance. But these cards are showing me that your intuition was absolutely right all along. The shame that is about to be exposed involves betrayal on multiple levels. I am seeing lies about money, lies about other people, lies about their intentions with you. This person has been playing games with multiple people, not just you, and all of these deceptions are about to collide in one massive explosion of truth. Now, let me pull another card because the energy is so intense right now and I need to see what comes next. Holy moly, Pisces. I just pulled the Five of Swords, and this is absolutely perfect because this card is showing me the aftermath of their downfall. The Five of Swords represents hollow victory, where someone thinks they have won by cheating and manipulating, but in the end, they are left completely alone with nothing but their toxic behavior. This is exactly what is happening to this person right now. They thought they could play games with people's hearts. They thought they were so clever with their manipulation and lies, but the Five of Swords is showing me that their victory was completely empty. All the people they used, all the bridges they burned, all the trust they destroyed, it is all catching up to them now. The Five of Swords energy is revealing that this person has a pattern of using people and discarding them when they are no longer useful. But here is what they did not count on. You are not like the others, Pisces. Your energy is pure and authentic, and when someone with dark intentions comes into contact with your light, it exposes everything ugly about them. I am seeing that they are about to lose their job or a major opportunity because of this exposure. The Five of Swords shows defeat through dishonorable means, and that is exactly what they have been doing, using dishonorable tactics to try to get ahead. But now the sword has turned back on them, and they are the ones being cut down. The beautiful thing about the Five of Swords in this context is that it shows you walking away from their toxic battlefield, completely unscathed. While they are left picking up the pieces of their shattered reputation, You are moving forward with your head held high, knowing that you stayed true to your values throughout this entire ordeal. But Pisces, the story does not end there, because I am feeling another card wanting to come through. And the energy around this next card is making my hands actually shake because it is so powerful. Wait. Oh my God, Pisces. I just pulled Justice. And I am literally getting chills all over my body, because this is exactly what I was sensing in the energy around you. Justice is not just any card. This is the ultimate karma card. And seeing it appear right now is giving me absolute confirmation that divine retribution is coming for this person. Justice represents truth being revealed, scales being balanced, and everyone getting exactly what they deserve based on their actions. And Pisces, what this person deserves is a complete reckoning for how they treated your beautiful heart. The Justice card is showing me that you do not need to do anything to make this happen. The universe itself is handling this situation. I am seeing legal consequences coming into play here. This could be related to work, finances, or even personal relationships, but there are official repercussions heading their way. The Justice card never lies, and it is telling me that this person's actions have crossed lines that cannot be uncrossed, and now they must face the consequences. The scales of justice are showing me that while you were giving your authentic love and energy to this connection, they were taking and manipulating and using you for their own selfish gain. But now the scales are tipping back into balance, and they are about to lose much more than they ever took from you. Justice also represents truth coming to light through official channels. I am seeing documents, evidence, proof of their deceptive behavior being discovered by people in positions of authority. This could be a boss, a legal professional, or even family members who have influence over their life circumstances. What makes this justice energy even more powerful is that it is happening right now, not in some distant future. The wheels of cosmic justice are already turning, and this person is about to be caught in the machinery of their own making. They created this situation through their choices, and now justice demands that they face the consequences. The beautiful thing about justice appearing in your reading is that it is also protecting you from any backlash or drama that might come from their downfall. You are under divine protection right now, shielded from their chaos while being elevated to a higher level of consciousness and understanding. Now, Pisces, I am feeling one more card that absolutely needs to come through, because the energy is practically jumping out of the deck at me right now. No way. No way, Pisces. I just pulled the Eight of Swords, and this card is showing me something absolutely incredible about this entire situation. The Eight of Swords traditionally represents feeling trapped and restricted, but in the context of this reading, it is showing me that this person is about to find themselves completely trapped by their own lies and deceptions. The Eight of Swords depicts a figure blindfolded and surrounded by swords, unable to see a way out of their predicament. This is exactly the situation this person has created for themselves. Every lie they told, every manipulation they used, every heart they broke has become another sword trapping them in a prison of their own making. What is absolutely fascinating about this card appearing now is that it shows you have already freed yourself from their mental manipulation. While they are going to be trapped by the consequences of their actions, you are walking away free and clear, with your integrity intact. The Eight of Swords is showing me that you have already broken free from their psychological games. I am seeing that this person is going to try to contact you when their world starts falling apart. But the Eight of Swords energy is warning you that they are coming from a place of desperation, not genuine remorse. They will be looking for someone to blame, someone to save them, someone to manipulate one more time, but you are no longer available for their drama. The swords surrounding them in this card represent all the people they have hurt coming forward with their stories. They thought they could keep everyone separate, keep their lies compartmentalized. But the Eight of Swords shows all of these deceptions converging at once, creating an inescapable trap of consequences. This card is also revealing that their mental state is going to become very unstable as their lies unravel. The blindfold in the Eight of Swords represents their inability to see how their actions have led to this moment. They are going to be completely shocked by the consequences because they have been so disconnected from the reality of their behavior. But here's what I love about the Eight of Swords appearing for you right now. It is confirmation that you are absolutely free from their influence. You are not trapped in their web of lies anymore. You are not bound by their manipulation anymore. And you are definitely not responsible for saving them from the mess they created. The energy is telling me that when they reach out to you in desperation, and they will, you are going to feel completely detached from their drama. What once would have pulled at your heartstrings will now feel like watching a stranger have problems that have nothing to do with you. Pisces, let me pull one more card because I am feeling such strong energy around the timing of when all this is going to unfold. This is insane, Pisces. I just pulled the Devil card, and now everything makes perfect sense because this card is revealing the true nature of this person's energy and why their downfall is so necessary and inevitable. The Devil card represents being trapped by material desires, addictions, toxic patterns, and ego-driven behavior. This person has been completely possessed by their need to control, manipulate, and use others for their own gratification. They are addicted to the power they feel when they can fool someone, when they can make someone believe their lies. But here is what the Devil card is really showing me. This person is trapped in their own toxic patterns, and they cannot stop themselves from repeating the same destructive behaviors over and over again. They are literally enslaved by their own darkness, and that is why their exposure and downfall is inevitable. The chains in the Devil card appear to be loose, suggesting that the figures could free themselves if they chose to, but they have become so comfortable with their dysfunction that they do not even try to change. This person has had countless opportunities to choose differently, to treat you and others with respect, but they keep choosing the same toxic patterns. What the Devil card is revealing is that this person's shameful secret involves some form of addiction or compulsive behavior that they have been hiding while presenting a completely different image to the world. This could be related to money, relationships, substances, or power, but whatever it is, they have been lying about it while letting it control their life. The exposure that is coming is going to reveal not just their lies about you and your relationship, but their entire double life. People are going to see that everything they thought they knew about this person was carefully constructed deception designed to hide their true nature. The Devil energy also explains why you felt so drained and confused when you were connected to this person. They were literally feeding off your light, your authenticity, your pure Pisces energy, while giving you nothing but illusion and manipulation in return. They were an energy vampire, and now that you are free from their influence, they are starving. This card is showing me that their desperation when they come back to you is not about love or genuine regret. It is about their addiction to your energy. They need your light to feel normal, because their own inner world is so dark and empty, but you are no longer available to be their supply. The timing that the Devil card is showing me is very interesting. I am seeing that their public exposure happens first, then there is a period where they try to lay low and manage the damage, but then their compulsive behaviors take over and they make everything worse for themselves by trying to manipulate their way out of the consequences. This is when they are going to reach out to you, Pisces, when all their other options have failed, when no one else will enable their behavior, when they are truly desperate and have nowhere else to turn. They are going to remember your compassionate heart and think they can manipulate their way back into your life. But the Devil card is giving you a very clear warning. They are not coming back because they have changed or because they have learned from their mistakes. They are coming back because they are trapped in their own patterns and they think you are the solution to their problems. Let me draw one final card to see the ultimate outcome of this entire situation, because the energy is building to such a climactic moment. Pisces. I cannot even believe what just came through. I pulled the Star card, and I am literally about to cry, because this card represents your beautiful healing and renewal after everything this person put you through. The Star card is one of the most hopeful and healing cards in the entire deck, and seeing it appear as the final outcome of this situation is giving me absolute confirmation that everything you have been through with this toxic person was preparing you for something absolutely magnificent. The star represents healing after trauma, hope after despair, and spiritual awakening after dark times. This card is showing me that while this person is falling apart and losing everything, you are rising into a completely new level of spiritual awareness and personal power. The star card depicts a figure pouring water from two vessels, representing the flow of healing energy and spiritual wisdom. This is you, Pisces, sharing your gifts with the world from a place of healed authenticity rather than wounded people-pleasing. Your experience with this person has awakened your ability to see through illusion and manipulation. What I absolutely love about the star appearing here is that it shows you not just recovering from this situation, but actually becoming more powerful and intuitive because of it. Your psychic abilities are going to be enhanced. Your ability to read people's true intentions is going to be razor sharp, and your capacity to attract genuine, healthy love is going to be absolutely magnetic. The star is also showing me that during the time when this person's world is falling apart and they are desperately trying to reconnect with you, you are going to be in your own beautiful healing journey, focused on your dreams and your spiritual growth. Their drama is going to feel like background noise while you are tuned into higher frequencies. I am seeing new opportunities coming into your life that are aligned with your authentic self and your spiritual purpose. The star card often represents working in healing arts, creative expression, or spiritual guidance, and I am seeing doors opening for you to share your gifts with the world in a much bigger way. The most beautiful thing about the star energy is that it shows you attracting people into your life who recognize and appreciate your authentic light. While your past connection was with someone who wanted to dim your light and use it for their own purposes, the star is attracting people who want to celebrate your light and help it shine even brighter. When this person does come crawling back to you, and the star energy confirms they definitely will, you are going to be so aligned with your own power and purpose that their manipulation tactics will not even register with you anymore. You will see them clearly for who they are, feel compassion for their struggles, but also maintain firm boundaries that protect your energy. The star card is showing me that your healing journey becomes an inspiration for others who have been through similar experiences. Your story of recognizing manipulation, walking away from toxicity, and rebuilding your life around authentic values becomes a beacon of hope for other sensitive souls who need to see that it is possible to heal and thrive after betrayal. Now, Pisces, let me tell you about the timeline of how all this is going to unfold, because the cards are giving me very specific energy around when each phase of this situation is going to happen. The exposure of their shameful secret is going to happen soon, like within the next few weeks. I am seeing that someone who knows their truth is getting fed up with keeping their secrets, and they are going to spill everything. This could be a former friend, a colleague, or even a family member who is tired of watching them hurt innocent people. The initial revelation is going to create a ripple effect, where more and more people come forward with their own stories about this person's deceptive behavior. What starts as one person speaking up becomes an avalanche of truth that this person cannot control or contain. I am seeing about 2 to 3 weeks after the initial exposure, their whole life structure starts to collapse. This is when they lose opportunities, relationships, and the respect of people who previously believed their lies. The consequences become real and unavoidable. Then, about a month to 6 weeks from now, when they have exhausted all their other options and manipulation tactics, that is when they are going to reach out to you. They will be desperate, probably emotional, and they will try to make you feel sorry for them or responsible for helping them. But here is what the cards want you to know, Pisces. By the time they come running back to you, you are going to be so clear, so healed, so aligned with your own power that their attempts to manipulate you will feel almost comical. You will see right through their act because your spiritual vision will be completely clear. The beautiful thing is that you are not going to feel angry or vindictive about their downfall. The star energy shows you feeling peaceful and detached, maybe even compassionate toward their suffering, but absolutely solid in your boundaries and your commitment to protecting your own energy. I am also seeing that during this time period, while their world is falling apart, your world is expanding in the most beautiful ways. New opportunities, new connections, new creative projects, new levels of spiritual understanding. Everything is opening up for you because you chose authenticity over illusion. The cards are showing me that other people in your life are going to be amazed by your transformation during this period. They are going to comment on how much stronger, clearer, and more radiant you have become. Your decision to walk away from toxicity is going to inspire others to examine their own relationships and make healthier choices. There is also a financial component to your healing that the star card is revealing. I am seeing money and opportunities flowing to you because you are finally vibrating at the frequency of someone who values themselves properly. When you stop accepting crumbs from people who do not appreciate you, the universe sends you people who want to invest in your gifts. Now, when this person does come back begging for another chance, and they absolutely will, I want to prepare you for exactly how that is going to feel and what you need to know to handle it with grace and power. First, they are going to try to make you feel sorry for them. They will tell you how hard their life has become, how everyone has turned against them, how they have learned so much from their mistakes. This is classic manipulation designed to activate your compassionate Pisces nature. Second, they are going to try to rewrite history. They will minimize their past behavior, claim they were misunderstood, or even suggest that you were partly to blame for the problems in your relationship. This is gaslighting, and your newly awakened intuition is going to see right through it. Third, they are going to promise massive changes and claim they are a completely different person now. They will swear that losing you was the wake-up call they needed and that they finally understand how to love you properly. This is manipulation tactic number 3, and the star energy shows you remaining completely unmoved by their promises. Here is what you need to know about responding to them when they come back. You do not owe them your energy, your time, your compassion, or your forgiveness. You do not need to explain your boundaries or justify your decision to protect yourself. You do not need to help them heal from the consequences of their own actions. The star card is showing me that your response to their desperate return is going to be calm, clear, and completely centered in your own truth. You are not going to be mean or vindictive, but you are also not going to be available for their manipulation anymore. I am seeing you either not responding at all or responding with something very brief and final that makes it clear you have moved on and are not interested in revisiting the past. Your energy is going to be so different from the last time they knew you that they are going to realize immediately that their old tactics will not work anymore. This is going to shock them because they remember you as someone they could easily manipulate and control. But the star version of you is completely different. You are connected to your own inner guidance. You trust your intuition completely, and you are no longer available to be anyone's emotional supply. The most beautiful part of this whole situation is that their failed attempt to manipulate you back into their life is going to be the final confirmation you need that you made the absolutely right decision in walking away from them. Instead of second-guessing yourself, you are going to feel proud of how much you have grown and how well you protected your own energy. Pisces, I want to talk about something really important that the cards are showing me about your future relationships after the situation is completely resolved. The lessons you have learned from this toxic connection are going to make you absolutely magnetic to healthy, authentic love. The star energy is revealing that you are developing what I call divine discernment, the ability to instantly recognize authentic versus manipulative energy in other people. This is going to save you so much time and heartache in future relationships because you will never again waste your energy on someone who cannot match your authenticity. I am seeing a beautiful, genuine connection coming into your life, but not until you have completely healed from this situation and integrated all the lessons it taught you about your own worth and power. The universe is preparing someone for you who will celebrate your sensitive nature instead of trying to exploit it. This future connection is going to be completely different from anything you have experienced before because it is going to be based on mutual respect, genuine compatibility, and authentic emotional intimacy. No games, no manipulation, no hidden agendas, just pure, honest love between two people who see and appreciate each other clearly. The timing of this new love is tied to your healing journey. The more you focus on your own spiritual growth and creative expression, the faster you attract this beautiful connection. The star card shows that you are not looking for love from a place of neediness or loneliness anymore. You are attracting love from a place of wholeness and self-worth. But before that beautiful love arrives, you have some important work to do on yourself. And the cards are giving me very specific guidance about what that work looks like and how long it takes. The healing process that the star represents is not just about getting over this one toxic person. It is about healing the core wounds that made you vulnerable to their manipulation in the first place. This is deep soul work that involves forgiving yourself for ignoring red flags, setting stronger boundaries in all your relationships, and learning to trust your intuition completely. I am seeing that this healing journey takes about 3 to 6 months of focused inner work. And during this time, you're going to discover things about yourself that absolutely blow your mind. You are going to realize how powerful your intuitive abilities are, how much wisdom you have gained from your experiences, and how ready you are to step into a much bigger version of your life. The star card is showing me that you might be called to help other people who have been through similar experiences with manipulation and betrayal. Your story becomes a source of hope and guidance for others who need to see that it is possible to heal and thrive after toxic relationships. This could manifest as writing, speaking, counseling, or just being a supportive friend to others who are going through their own healing journeys. Your Pisces compassion, combined with your hard-won wisdom about manipulation tactics, makes you incredibly valuable to people who are still learning to recognize and avoid toxic connections. There is also a creative component to your healing that the star energy is highlighting. I am seeing you channeling your experiences into some form of artistic expression that helps you process your emotions and also helps others feel less alone in their struggles. Now let me share what the cards are showing me about the bigger picture of why this whole situation had to happen in your life and what it is preparing you for in terms of your soul purpose and spiritual mission. This toxic connection was not random, Pisces. It was a necessary part of your spiritual curriculum designed to activate dormant aspects of your intuitive abilities and teach you how to navigate the world as a sensitive person without constantly being taken advantage of by people with darker intentions. Before this experience, you operated from a place of assuming everyone had good intentions and giving people the benefit of the doubt, even when their actions were clearly contradicting their words. This made you vulnerable to manipulation because you were not equipped to recognize the warning signs of people who prey on kind-hearted souls. But going through this experience with someone who was deliberately deceptive has awakened your ability to see beyond surface presentations and tune into people's true motivations and character. This is an incredibly valuable spiritual gift that is going to serve you for the rest of your life. The star card is revealing that your newfound ability to see through illusion and manipulation is not just for your own protection. It is also part of your service to others. You are being prepared to help other sensitive souls learn how to navigate relationships more skillfully and protect their energy from people who would exploit their kindness. This spiritual awakening is also preparing you for opportunities that require a high level of discernment and wisdom. I am seeing career opportunities opening up for you that involve counseling, healing, teaching, or guiding others through difficult life transitions. Your experience of being deceived and then healing from that deception gives you credibility and compassion that cannot be learned from books or training programs. People are going to trust you to guide them through their own healing because they can sense that you have walked the path yourself and emerged stronger and wiser. the cards are also showing me that this experience is preparing you to handle much more visibility and influence in your life. When you can see through manipulation and maintain your boundaries even under pressure, you are ready for the kind of success that attracts both genuine supporters and potential energy vampires. Think about it this way, Pisces. If you had not learned how to recognize and deflect manipulation tactics from this person, you would have been extremely vulnerable when bigger opportunities and more public visibility come into your life. Now you have the skills to protect your energy, even when you are in the spotlight. The star energy is showing me that everything difficult you have been through with this situation is going to make perfect sense when you see how it prepared you for the amazing opportunities that are coming. You needed to develop spiritual discernment before you were ready to step into your full power and influence. Now let me talk about what the cards are saying about how to handle the period when they come back, desperately seeking your attention, and how to use that moment as the final step in your healing process. When this person contacts you in desperation, and the energy is showing me this happens multiple times because they cannot believe you are really done with them, it is going to trigger some interesting emotions in you that are important to pay attention to. First, you might feel a moment of satisfaction knowing that the karma you sensed was coming for them has actually manifested. This is normal and human, but the star energy encourages you not to dwell in that energy because it lowers your vibration and delays your healing. Second, you might feel a pull of compassion and wonder if you should help them or give them another chance since they are clearly suffering. This is your beautiful Pisces nature wanting to rescue and heal, but the cards are very clear that helping them would actually harm both of you at this point. Third, you might feel a sense of closure and completion, like this is the final chapter of a very difficult story that you can now officially close. This feeling is the most aligned with the star energy and the one to focus on and expand. The cards are guiding you to use their desperate return as a powerful opportunity to practice your new boundaries and witness how much you have grown. Instead of getting pulled into their drama or feeling responsible for their consequences, you get to observe yourself, staying centered and clear about your own well-being. This moment becomes a graduation ceremony for your healing process. You get to see how different you are now from the person who originally got involved with them. You get to feel proud of your growth and your commitment to honoring your own truth and protecting your own energy. The star card is showing me that after you handle their desperate return with grace and firmness, you are going to feel a profound sense of freedom and empowerment that confirms you are completely ready for the next chapter of your life. But there is something else the cards want you to know about this timing, and it has to do with other people in your life who have been watching this whole situation unfold. During the time when this person's secrets are being exposed and their life is falling apart, other people in your life are going to gain a new level of respect for your judgment and your strength. They are going to see that you were right to walk away from this person even when it was difficult, and others might have questioned your decision. This is going to strengthen your relationships with genuine friends and family members who truly care about your well-being. They are going to see your wisdom and your courage in a new light, and this is going to deepen your connections with people who deserve your beautiful energy. Some people who might have been on the fence about the situation or who encouraged you to give this person another chance are going to apologize for not supporting your intuition sooner. This validation is going to feel really good, but more importantly, it is going to confirm for you that trusting your inner guidance is always the right choice. The star energy is also showing me that during this time period, you are going to attract new people into your life who are immediately drawn to your authenticity and strength. Your experience of surviving manipulation and choosing self-respect is going to be magnetic to other people who value emotional maturity and genuine character. I am seeing invitations to new social groups, creative collaborations, or professional opportunities coming to you from people who recognize your wisdom and want to learn from your insights about relationships and personal boundaries. Your story of healing and empowerment is going to inspire others to examine their own relationships more carefully and make healthier choices about who they allow into their inner circle. This positions you as a leader and guide for others who are learning to navigate relationships with greater discernment. Now let me share what the cards are revealing about the specific ways your life improves and expands after this entire situation is resolved and you have fully stepped into the star energy of healing and renewal. Your financial situation is going to improve significantly because you stop accepting less than you deserve in all areas of your life. When you refuse to tolerate manipulation in relationships, you also stop tolerating unfair treatment in work situations, friend dynamics, and family interactions. This shift in your standards attracts opportunities that properly value your contributions and compensate you fairly for your gifts. I am seeing new income streams opening up that are more aligned with your authentic interests and spiritual purpose. Your living situation is going to improve because you stop settling for environments that do not support your peace and creativity. This could mean moving to a new place, redecorating your current space, or simply creating stronger boundaries about who is welcome in your personal sanctuary. Your health is going to improve dramatically because the stress of dealing with manipulation and emotional chaos is completely removed from your life. Your sensitive Pisces system is going to feel so much better when you are no longer constantly processing toxic energy from someone else. Your creative abilities are going to flourish because your mental and emotional energy is no longer being drained by someone who did not appreciate your gifts. I am seeing artistic projects, writing opportunities, or other forms of creative expression flowing through you with ease and joy. Your spiritual connection is going to deepen because you have learned to trust your intuition completely, and you are no longer second-guessing your inner guidance. This makes you much more receptive to divine messages and synchronicities that guide you toward your highest good. Most importantly, your capacity to give and receive authentic love is going to expand exponentially because you now know the difference between real love and manipulation disguised as love. This makes you available for relationships that actually nourish your soul instead of depleting it. The star card is showing me that 12 months from now, you are going to look back on this entire experience with gratitude because you can see how necessary it was for your spiritual evolution and personal empowerment. But for now, focus on the immediate future and the beautiful unfolding of justice and healing that is happening right now in your life. Trust the process, honor your boundaries, celebrate your growth, and get ready for the amazing opportunities that are coming your way because you chose authenticity over illusion. Pisces, your shameful secret person is about to lose everything they built on lies, and when they come running back to you in desperation, you are going to be so healed, so clear, so powerful that their manipulation tactics will not even register with you anymore. The universe has your back, your intuition is your guide, and your future is brighter than ever because you chose to honor your own truth instead of enabling someone else's lies. Remember, their downfall is not about revenge, it is about justice. Their desperate return is not about love, it is about manipulation. And your healing is not just about getting over them. It is about stepping into the most authentic, powerful, and beautiful version of yourself. The cards have spoken, the energy is clear, and your transformation is already underway. Trust the process and get ready for the amazing life that is waiting for you on the other side of this healing journey.